My name is Erie, and I'm a Senior Admissions Coordinator at Wilfrid Laurier University. In this video, I'm going to talk about all things admissions to Laurier. That's going to include how to apply and how the admissions process works, entrance scholarships, how and when we'll communicate with you throughout the admissions process, as well as some frequently asked questions. Let's get started with how to apply to Laurier. You'll apply to Laurier through the Ontario University's Application Center, UAC. This is where you'll go to apply to any university in Ontario. You can apply to as many universities as desired, but there's a limit to 3 programs per institution. Laurier will make a decision on each application that you submit to us. So if you apply to the maximum of 3 programs, you'll receive 3 decisions back from us. UAC and the universities exchange application and grade information. All this means is that UAC will send us the information that you put on your UAC application. And if you're currently studying in an Ontario secondary school, UAC will send us the grade information that your guidance office uploaded to UAC. The deadline to apply to Laurier if you're currently studying in an Ontario secondary school is January 13th. The deadline to apply to Laurier if you're currently studying outside of an Ontario secondary school is April 1st. So now that you know how to apply, how do you determine what the admissions requirements are for the program that you apply to? We do have general requirements for admission into any of our programs at Laurier. This includes a grade 12 4U English or equivalent, additional program-specific prerequisite requirements, so this could be something like a math or science course, and minimum average requirements for the program that you've applied to. You can find program-specific requirements for all of our programs in our viewbook starting on page 26 or on our website at wlu.ca/programs. We may also request additional information from you during the admissions process, such as proof of English language proficiency. We may request proof of English language proficiency from you if English is not your first language and you have not been studying in an English language curriculum for a minimum of 3 years. Laurier also collects supplementary information in the form of 2 optional forms. The first is our applicant background summary form, or our ABS form. This is a form where you can tell us more about yourself and why you'd be a great fit for Laurier. This can include information such as scholastic achievements or extracurricular activities that you've been involved in. Our other supplementary information form is our special case form. This is where you can tell us about extenuating circumstances that may have negatively impacted your academic performance that you would like us to consider in the admissions process. Both of these pieces of supplementary information can be filled in through your applicant portal. I'll describe more about your applicant portal and how to access it in a few minutes. The deadline to submit both pieces of information is April 27th, but we do recommend submitting it within 2 weeks of applying so that we have it with our first look at your application. The ABS form is an optional but highly recommended form. It's one form for all applications that you submit to Laurier. So now that you know the general admissions requirements, what can you expect from the admissions timeline? When we receive your application from UAC and your grade information, we begin to consider your application through the primary assessment through rolling offers of admission. We'll be assessing you for admissibility to the program you've applied to using one of the following 3 sets of grade criteria. We could be looking at 5 grade 11, 3U or M level courses. We could be looking at a mix of your grade 11 and grade 12 grades, which requires a minimum of 3 courses of the 4U or 4M level. And then we'd be looking at your next best 3 courses, whether they're grade 11 or grade 12 grades. Or we could be looking at 6 grade 12, 4U or M, midterm or final grades. After a primary assessment, we'll move into our special review process. This is where we consider your ABS form or extenuating circumstance documentation if you've submitted it. After considering you through the special review process, if you're still not eligible for admission to the program that you've applied to, we'll automatically consider you for an alternate offer of admission. We cannot guarantee which program we'll consider you for when we're considering for an alternate offer, so you should submit an application to every program you wish to be considered for. Laurier does not issue refusals unless you are not eligible for admission to any program at Laurier. The final stage in the admissions process is after you've received an offer of admission and confirm that offer of admission, we circle back on all offers and confirm that you've met the conditions of your offer. Upon issuing offers of admission, those offer of admission letters will contain all conditions of your offer. It's very important that you read this offer letter carefully and understand the conditions. I'm going to circle back on how to finalize your admission status in just a couple of minutes. So how does Laurier calculate high school admissions averages? We commit to fair evaluation and assessment of your academics and to issuing offers of admission based on available grade data. We will closely monitor the impact of non-standard course delivery options like quadmesters or octomesters on the admissions process. So you've applied, you've received an offer, and now you want to confirm your offer. To confirm an offer of admission, you log back into UAC, and from there you can confirm any offer of admission that you have. Follow the confirmation process through to the point that you receive your confirmation number, and keep a copy of that confirmation number for your records. UAC will send you an email within a few days to let you know that you've successfully confirmed your offer. This usually comes within 24 hours of confirming. UAC then sends us that confirmation, and we send you an email when we've received your confirmation. The confirmation deadline and the deadline to apply to residence is June 1st at 11:59 p.m. So circling back on how to finalize your admission status. After you've confirmed your offer of admission, we're going to circle back on your application and ensure that you've met all conditions outlined on your offer of admission. You must meet the conditions of your offer with final grade information as of July 7th if you're currently studying in an Ontario secondary school, or as of July 15th if you're not currently studying in an Ontario secondary school. Your offer letter will very clearly outline all conditions of your offer, as well as the deadline that you must meet those conditions by. As soon as you become aware that you might not meet the conditions of your offer, it's very important that you reach out to us so we can help you through the process and determine next steps. If you don't meet the conditions of your offer, you do have the option to go to summer school to meet the conditions of your offer. Those courses can be used to meet the conditions of your offer, but they cannot be used for scholarship eligibility. If you choose to take summer school to meet the conditions of your offer, you need to email us to let us know that you're doing so. Once we know that you're in summer school to meet the conditions of your offer, we can grant you an extension to August 19th to meet the conditions of your offer. So let's talk a bit about entrance scholarships. Laurier has two automatic scholarship programs. We have our entrance scholarship grid and our President's Gold Scholarship. These are projected at the time of admission based on your entering grade average, and they're awarded based on your final admissions average as of July 7th. This means that when we issue you an offer of admission, we will project an estimated entrance scholarship amount along with that offer. If you confirm that offer of admission, we'll finalize your entrance scholarship amount using your final 4U and M grades as of July 7th. So these are our entrance scholarship grids. We award entrance scholarships from an admissions average of 80% up to 100%, with award values of $1,000 to $4,000. The $4,000 award is our President's Gold Scholarship, and it's renewable in each of your upper years of study if you maintain the eligibility requirements. We also offer in-course scholarships based on your Laurier GPA once you're studying at Laurier. These range from a 10.0 GPA up to a 12 in dollar values of $500 to $1,500. If you're not familiar with our GPA scale yet, a 10.0 is approximately an 80%. We're also offering our prestigious Laurier Scholars Award. This is a $40,000 entrance scholarship in the form of $7,500 per year for up to 4 years, and a $10,000 experiential learning award for a hands-on learning experience. If you are eligible for this entrance scholarship and you're awarded the scholarship, you also join a community of scholars and engage in experiential learning in 3 key areas of academic development, career and leadership development, and community engagement. This scholarship is awarded to 7 high-achieving students, and an application is required. If you're eligible to apply for the Laurier Scholars Award, you will be invited to apply. So, how and when do we communicate with you throughout the admissions process? Our 2 main forms of communication are email and your applicant portal. We will send you emails acknowledging that we've received your application from UAC. We'll send you an email if we issue you a decision on your application, and we'll send you an email if you confirm your offer of admission. We'll also send you emails with information about Laurier and reminders of important dates and upcoming campus events. We do caution unsubscribing from our emails because you could miss important updates about your application. Ensure that your most used and up-to-date email is the one that you've provided on your UAC application, because that's the one that we'll be using to send emails to. We'll also provide information to you through your applicant portal. You'll gain access to your applicant portal and information on how to access it in the welcome email that we send you when we receive your application from UAC. All official admissions decisions will be made available exclusively online through this applicant portal. Your applicant portal is also where you'll submit any supplementary information you wish to provide, and where you'll access a ton of helpful information about next steps and the admissions process. You can also keep in touch with us by following us on social media or keeping up to date on our website, which we keep very, very up to date with all information throughout the admissions process. You can download a copy of our view book on our website and stay up to date on our admissions website if you have any questions about the admissions process. So now I'm going to cover a couple of frequently asked questions. Does Laurier consider repeated courses? If you're applying to a Faculty of Science or Laurier School of Business and Economics program, and you're repeating a course that's a prerequisite requirement for the program, we do consider repeated courses. If you're applying to any other faculty or repeating a course that is not a prerequisite requirement, we would just consider the highest attempt achieved in the course. Can you defer your offer of admission? You can request to defer your offer of admission from fall 2022 to fall 2023. To do this, you must have received an offer of admission, confirmed that offer of admission, met all conditions of your offer, and applied to defer by August 1st. Deferrals are not guaranteed, so if you're interested in this process, please check out our website for more information. Can I have transfer credits for my APs, IBs, or dual credit courses? If you're in any of these types of courses, Laurier does consider them for transfer credit. Just make sure that a final official transcript with these courses is going to be sent to Laurier. When we receive these final official transcripts from your school, we'll automatically consider you for transfer credit, and we'll email you if you're eligible for transfer credit for any of the courses that you've completed. Do we accept co-op courses in the admissions process? We do require all courses to be at the 4U or 4M level to be considered in the admissions process. If you're in a co-op course that has a portion of that course at the 4U or 4M level, we would consider that in the admissions process. Just connect with your guidance office and make sure that the 4U or 4M level portion of that course is being sent to UAC in a way that makes it clear that that course is a 4U or 4M level course. And do we accept private school or online courses? Laurier accepts courses taken at any ministry-approved school equally. We do not treat courses taken at private school or online schools any differently. So thank you all for watching this video. If you have any questions about the admissions process or your application specifically, please reach out to us at chooselaurier@wlu.ca. Take care.